Whoa, whoa, whoa. Nope. We're gonna flip your passenger track like 2 seconds. It's starting to roll already.
What's up, everybody? I am very excited about today's video. I'm currently in the Ford because the Ford is pulling the Jeep on tracks. And well, it's a lot later start than we were expecting. We were shooting for 9 a.m. and it's currently 2:30 p.m. Yeah, a lot of reasons this morning we got behind. Ryan's behind me with his wide tires, 33s. Denny's behind him with the new 38s. My Jeep on the tracks. We're gonna have some fun. We're gonna lose daylight fast, but night wheeling in the winter is fun. So we're heading up. I'm chained up because we got like 8 kilometers of steep, icy Forest Service road to where I want to unload. And just like that, a quick 40 or so minute drive up the Forest Service Road, we're ready to unload with a beautiful sunset, mind you. Oh, our time is ticking for daylight video footage, but night wheeling in the winter is one of my favorite things. So we win, you guys lose a little bit. We'll still get some stuff. So yeah, we're just gonna unload here. Joel unloaded his snowcat right up there, it looks like. And we're continuing up the plowed road. And it's about 7 or 8 kilometers from what I remember to the big open meadows and deep snow that they're playing around in. So shouldn't take us too long to get there. Before I hop into the Jeep, I want to tell you about the mapping app that we all use, and they happen to be the sponsor of today's video, and that is Onyx Off-Road. We've been using it for the last couple years. I love it for planning trips. One of my favorite features is that I can plan a route, I can send it to a friend, they can edit it, send it back. You can see all those changes in real time, and also does other things like, especially in the States, this is a big one for finding camping areas where you're allowed to camp. It'll let you know where there's cell phone coverage, a whole bunch of other things. There's even a layer on it that you can check where there's snow, like what areas have snow or what elevations. A lot of cool features on it. Go check it out for yourself. Use my code BruceCook20 to save 20% off. It helps you, it helps me, it helps the channel, it helps everything. Go check it out. Now let's get back to the video. And just like magic, I'm in the Jeep. There's Denny of the Alpine, Denny of the Sunset. He's currently at 5 PSI. Ryan's dropping down to probably the same, maybe a bit lower. Denny was just up the trail talking to Devin, who has 54-inch tires, and said, do not come this way. Granted, there's 2 ways, the main road and then a trail that goes off. And he said all the guys on 46s are just getting buried because it's so sugary, and with the stumps and ruts and rocks and everything, that's no good for tracks anyways. So we're gonna try and follow the main road up where we've been before. And yeah, we'll hope for the best there. Unfortunately, it's plowed road for a little bit, but hopefully there's a little bit of fresh sooner than later. The tracks are rough on this stuff. One casualty, Blazer. So they recommended that we not go this way because it's just brutal. You can see just logs sticking out. There's water still, like in middle of January. It's insane. So I guess Joel has been dragging trucks out one by one that couldn't make it. Problem with the snowcat is, like, there's nice ruts from the trucks, but the snowcat will go and it kind of fills in the ruts with sugary snow, so then everyone struggles because it doesn't pack it down because it's a very light footprint. So we're gonna try and head that way and see how close we can get to them, because yeah, that looks like track busting stuff. But check out the sunset. Well, we saw the plowed road to the end, where it's just a dead end, about 5 kilometers as a crow flies from where we're trying to get. So currently backtracking. I might try and pop up this other main road that's completely snow covered, no tracks, just to see how my tracks do, but obviously Denny and Ryan won't be able to make that. We're strongly advised not to go up the trail because guys on 46s are getting stuck, so this might be a bust. We probably should have come up from the other side that I know better, and there'd be more tracks. Now, I knew that we had no plans of going up this road and that it would be impossible for Denny and Ryan on tires to make it up this road, but while we were here, I wanted to play around a little bit and test the capabilities of the tracks. What I didn't factor was the windrow that the plow made was kind of frozen, and once my tracks went over it and dropped into the powdery snow, getting back over it would be a little bit tricky. I knew I wasn't going to make it up, or I had a pretty good idea that I wasn't going to make it up this hill, but yeah. With the tracks being triangles, they backed into the frozen windrow, and that's why we had to shovel here.
Yeah. Nope, hang on, I'm getting a shovel. Denny will grab a shovel. I think if you can get back into that track you were in originally, if you can, that may help you. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Nope. We're gonna flip your passenger track like 2 seconds. It's starting to roll already. Turn to the left a bit if you can.
Yeah, it's coming up.
Yeah, it's gonna roll again, I think.
I can dig it out a bit more.
Yeah, this side's not bad.
I didn't expect backing up was going to be the issue.
No, not at all.
Yeah, so far so good. It's not turning yet. It's digging in, but that's not a bad thing. Yeah.
Update. It's about an hour later. we reloaded onto the truck and drove down the main road like 15 kilometers, mostly because, well, it's very rough on the main road on this thing, and then would have had to gone back up to the truck to load up and back down. Anyways, that's what we did so that we can take this lower road in on kind of a back way, or front way, I guess. This is the side of the mountain I'm much more familiar with, and there will be some ruts for these guys to follow, and hopefully we can make it up to them, or at least make it up somewhere cool. So I'll get what I can. It is obviously pitch black, but I'll do what I can do. Well, we're up to about 5,500 feet. It's starting to get wind blowing up here. Ryan's still in the front. Some light snow. I think it's truck tracks about 3 feet to your right. Denny planted pretty good in the snow back there. If we just get like right up there, it kind of flattens out. Also, Ryan's probably back up to like 5 pounds or so. That's the one, nice. Those lights across there are Silver Star Ski Resort. Got the night lights, night runs on. "6,000 feet. We're definitely into the business now. It is deep and sugary, but there is existing ruts, and I can kind of just push the sugary snow out of it when I drive in the ruts, and it makes it okay for them. Kind of flattens out here, and we actually go downhill, uphill. It's kind of levels out here. Can hear the other guys on the radio, so we're getting close.
Yeah, this feels better. Do you want to pull?
I better take one before I make a mess here. More than I did.
Looks like it pulled Ryan in. I think the tracks are off to the left a few feet. It's so hard for me to feel where they are, and it's totally windblown, so it's basically just guessing in front of me. So we will hook Ryan up, and Denny might have parked himself also, so it might be a twofer. I'm just trying to feel where my tracks sink less, but it's very hard.
Uh-oh. Yeah, I might have got, yeah, I think I just got stuck with trying to go around.
Yep, looks like it got Denny too. So he's hooking a winch to Ryan, Ryan's on a Yankum to me, and we'll see if we can just make it through this bad stretch. Get back into the trees, then it's easier, less wind. Well, we are just hooked on with Yankums now, and I mean, we're doing pretty good. This is the view that I have for trying to find ruts. Those are mine. So I just look for little depressions where the hard pack is. Because over there is like 4 feet deep and a ditch, so probably like 5. But there's been a couple spots where they got kind of pulled in, because I'm probably not on the ruts. But this thing is pulling hard. So that's cool. And the snow wheelers are about 1 kilometer that way, I believe, off in a meadow.
Spin it. Yeah, we're still doing good. So
How's it feel under the tires here?
good for me. I got slack, but
Yeah, I figured so. Soft under mine, it feels like. Well, I'm probably pushing a ton right now, though, too.
yeah, for you it's that. It's the fact like your axles, or it's not your diff is rubbing, your axles are pushing.
We made it to the edge of the trees. As you can see in the trees, it's obviously one line, so there's no mistaking where the tires go, and also doesn't get wind drifted. Like, I'm definitely pulling them, but the Yankum is slack between us a lot of the time too, so it's pretty awesome. Like, this is, let me see what elevation we're at. 6,091 feet. Do you ever think you'd see the XJ up here?
Nope.
That is pretty sweet.
Not how it used to be anyway.
No.
It is starting to get a little bit hot too, so.
Well, we've been, like, that's what I think this will be good.
Yeah.
Like, we've been on it pretty good.
Yep.
Not great for fuel either.
No, I'm. What's yours at?
I'm above a half.
Okay, so I'm right around there.
Yeah. And going back in tracks and downhill should be better.
Yeah.
'Cause I think our turnaround's probably like half a K tops.
Like down here?
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah, so we've removed the Yankums because I think through here they should be able to manage. Oh, Ryan made it just to the top, not quite. Backing up for a bit of a run. Look how beautiful this is through the trees. So sweet. Oh, yeah.
This is what I was hoping for today.
Yeah. I mean, we got it.
Well, it looks like we have found the end of the existing tracks. So I could definitely make it through here, but with no existing tracks, the tires would just be done instantly. So one singular sled track. At least there's a little turnaround here. We can use their packed ruts to hopefully get around. So I will probably go first, create a bit of a packed area, and hopefully get everyone turned around here. And then we still got a couple hours out of here. And I think we're all half a tank of gas, best case. So I'm gonna say that the snow wheelers turned back and are going through that trail, which is too bad because they're probably very close to the front of us and being able to go down the way we came very easily. But that's snow wheeling, you just never know. All right, I got turned around. Now it's Denny's turn. It's soft. And me track packing just doesn't hardly do anything for them. All right, that's everyone turned around. We are rolling out of here. What time is it? 8:01 p.m. Not bad. Mostly cruising until we hit this uphill that was downhill, obviously coming the other way, and I don't think we were quite in the right tracks because there was some spinning tires going downhill, gravity, and we were excited, but now going uphill it's proved to be a battle. So got the Yankums hooked up again, and we're just hitting and slowly getting there. Can't really tell, but I've made some big mounds where the tracks go and spin a little bit. Just need to get up top there like another 30 feet ahead and we'll be good.
Straighten out just a tear, Denny. You're dragging pretty hard on that sidewall there.
I'd say he's 60 feet back there. So that's gonna get me pulling while I'm going downhill. Piece of cake now. And he also dropped another pound. All right, I think we'll shorten back up again or else corners get difficult. We are back to one Yankum between Denny and I, and one between Denny and Ryan. Which we shouldn't really need them, but we might as well. Makes it easier on everything. All right, well, we have been making Awesome time. Just ripping. Every once in a while, a pretty good pull on the Yankum. It's just so nice. Like, no hard hits. Like, Denny just goes off in the ditch, or Ryan, and it just loads it up. Slowly kind of puts a load on my Jeep. No whiplash, and pops them back onto the trail. So, we're taking them off now. Shouldn't need them, hopefully. Got some good ruts now. And then it'll be mostly downhill once we hit the cabin. Well, any day that you make it back to the trailer, I mean, any day you make it down in one piece is a good thing, good day. But especially when you have tracks, when you make it back to the trailer, that's a very good day. So the day didn't go quite as expected. I was hoping we would get some snow wheeler action and be able to meet up with Joel with his snowcat, but that just means that we're gonna have to make a day just specifically for that. I'll either go out with both of our snowcats, or him in the snowcat, me in the Jeep with tracks, or something good, but it's coming soon, so be sure you're subscribed and stay tuned for that. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you next time.